Welcome to A Journey into Fitness. I'm Susan Rubenstein. I hope you're having a great day, and it's wonderful that you've taken some time out for some self-care. So today in our Journey into Fitness, we're going to explore just 3 important, which I feel, components of putting together a good exercise program or routine. The importance of strengthening what is weak, stretching what is tight, and incorporating balance. So those are 3 important keys into putting together your workout routine. We all know the importance of getting our heart rate up, taking it to a level that's a little higher than normal, whether it's through walking, whether it's through little intervals throughout the course of your day of bouts of movement and exercise, whether you're somebody that cycles, you do indoor aerobic activity, or you jog or run outside. So we want to make sure that we're tapping into our heart function, keeping that good blood flow going. We also want to make sure that we look at how we fuel ourselves. That would be the nutrition that we put in our bodies. That's going to play a role in how we feel throughout the course of our day and when we exercise. So again, going back to what we're going to work on today, we're going to do some movements that help to enhance our posture, help to strengthen muscles that are really important that get weak. A lot of times we get overdeveloped or tight in our chest. We wind up in forward flexion. It's very common in today's society on how we hold our position at our desks, on our computers, while we're driving, on our phones. So we want to open that up. We want to strengthen those back muscles. Then we want to stretch what gets tight. So even just bringing your hands behind your chest, which we'll talk about a little bit later, can start to open and stretch that up. And then the importance of practicing every day, and I get this question asked a lot. When and how often should I balance? Every day for 2 minutes. Just something simple, working on ways to increase your core stabilization, your center of gravity, all those important keys. So before we start with just a warm-up to kind of limber our muscles up, I just want to go over a few things that I brought along. First off, dressed comfortably. I'm in sneakers because I will be moving. So make sure that you're in a nice open space. You're not going to catch your foot on anything and you feel solid. If you feel like you want something near you for stability, slide over a chair. I also brought along some equipment today you can use. You don't necessarily need to because the exercises can be mimicked just using your own body. So I brought some gliders, which we're going to explore later on. You can use paper plates or you can actually use a dish towel. In some of the exercises, we do that with that. I brought a nice little stability ball. It's a squishy ball. So this is a great ball to do some resistance work for your body. And I also like to use it during balance. I brought along a stretchy band, which is we're going to use in a variety of different exercises. And I brought along a strap, which we're going to use for some stretching towards the end. That's really helpful. And the strap can be whether you're using a robe tie or maybe a regular tie, something that even a towel, a kitchen towel that you can put around your foot and we can do some stretches. All right. Water is a great idea. One other thing I want you to always think about before starting any new exercise program, have a conversation with your doctor. When was the last time you went in for a physical? You want to see your doctor once a year, and you always want to go when you're feeling good because you want to make sure that everything stays that way. All right, so hopefully you're nice and hydrated. You've had a little something to eat a while back, and we're ready to go. Let's take our feet right underneath our hips, soften the knees, draw the navel in. So you'll hear me talk about this band right here a lot today. Bend the knees, take a deep breath. Exhale, let's take that down. Good. Let's bend those knees again. Coming up. Now, if you feel like it, just put on some of your favorite music in the background. So as I'm talking, you've got something that you can enjoy listening to. Good. Now I'm going to step out. I'm going to take a deep breath in, and then I'm going to take a little lateral stretch. Come back through center. Take a deep breath in, soften my knees, and then take that next lateral stretch. Good. Now let's start to tuck, rounding in, and then opening out. So I'm just starting to create some limbering movements through my body. So just moving, right? Just moving for a few minutes every day or little bouts of movement throughout your day is just so nice. Good. Let's take a nice deep breath in, bend down. Imagine scooping something up, putting it on a shelf, release. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, chest nice and lifted as you drop into the seat, really using your legs here. One more time. Good. All right, let's start to move. So as we're moving, I'm just going to start with a simple march. Anytime, feel free to break off into a jog, but I'm going to keep it on a little bit on the lower impact side. Take that breath in again and drop it down. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Let's start with some easy toe taps, just moving the foot forward. So as you're doing that, you're also letting your arms stay close to your body. I want you to reach out and pull in. So you're opening your hands and you're closing your hands. So we want to think about moving our bodies through functional training, things that we do every day, right? We walk, we go forward and back, we grip things, we reach for things, we pull for things. And now let's tap side to side. So movements to warm up don't need to be crazy or fancy. It's just taking your bodies through different ranges of motion. Good. Now I'm going to start to take that hand in front as if I'm pressing my palm right out into a wall. Good. Let's do 8 more of those. Dropping the shoulders. Good. Good. Now I'm going to take the knees up and press. So nice open hips here. Just going from one side to the other. So just moving your body can make us feel so good. Gets those good endorphins going. Good. Now let's change this to a tap back. So we're tapping behind. Get a little bit of a squeeze through your seat and then work the arms close to the body. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades. Good. Now let's add a kickback and then creating a little bit of resistance through the back of the upper arms. We call these the triceps. Good. Let's do 8 more. 6, good. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to take the knees up 4 times. We're going to tap back 4 times. Then we're going to add a hamstring 4 times. Good. Let's do that again. Knees 4 times. Tap back 4 times. Hamstring 4 times. Let's do that twice more through. Knees. Good. Tap it back. Chest up. Hamstrings. One more time. Knees. Good. Tap backs. And hamstrings. Good. Let's come back to center marching. Reach all the way up. Tighten the belly and pull down. Notice I'm just using my own body weight here to reach up. As I'm coming down with my arms, I'm closing my hands into a fist because I want to feel that density come right into my bones. The importance of strengthening our bones. Good. Now let's do a little fun footwork. We're going to tap it out and in. Good. Now, if you feel like just juicing it up a little bit, start to go a little bit faster. So as we're moving out laterally, we want to make sure the ears, shoulders, and hips are nice and square with one another. So I like to have fun in my classes or with my clients, just keeping the exercises fun, limbering, and challenging for our brain. Now, tap up and back, moving up and back, or pick up that speed. Good. Just a little bit of footwork here, right? Because we've got all those tiny little bones in our feet. We want to strengthen our ankles. Let's take that out. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, out. Good. So you can kind of have fun with that. Good. Let's go through that a few more times. Take it out. Take it up. A couple more. Last time through. Good. And march. Inhale up. And exhale. Good. All right. So now we're nice and warmed up. I'm going to start actually with the ball. If you feel like you need some water, grab it. I'm going to place this ball right in between my lower legs. Now, calf raises. How important is that to strengthen the lower limbs? So from the knees down, we want to think about parallel feet. I like to just have my hands come around the side. This reminds me to keep my posture upright. Good. Now you're going to take a firm squeeze to the ball. Heels up, heels down. Firm squeeze to the ball, heels up, heels down. So we were squeezing Again, we could do this without a ball, just doing that simple awareness of pulling the calf muscles in and not letting our knees buckle. So it's squeeze, heels up, heels down. Now let's raise the arms. Squeeze, reach, and down. So I'm getting some training in that is incorporating strengthening my inner thighs, right? So they can get weak. And I'm also incorporating my balance. So how fantastic is that? So I like to think about these compound movements, moving more than one muscle group. Good. Let's do 4 more of these. Squeeze, heels up, heels down. 3 more. You can do that hand closing again, that grip. 2 more. Come up. 1 more time. Come up. Good. Now, raise your arms up, hover the heels, and pulse that ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Let's roll the shoulders just because it feels good. And then let's do that again. Raise your arms up. This time make 2 fists really tight, tight, tight. Lift, hold, and pulse that ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Good. 4 more. 3, 2. Good. 1 more time. Take a nice deep breath as you roll the shoulders. Breathe out. Reach the arms up. Get a squeeze. Lift the heels. Squeeze now without pulsing. Squeeze the ball or just stand on those tippy toes. Holding. Tummy in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Excellent. Roll that out. So, getting a little bit of strength through the lower body. Let's take the hands right into this ball now. And you can actually hold a yoga block or put something solid in between your hands. Now, I want you to walk your feet to the outside of your hips. Put your hands on either side of the ball. Take a deep breath. So you exhale, I want you to push into the ball, right? As we're pushing, you're going to feel your chest muscles, right, really flare. And you're going to feel some strength in those back muscles. And then relax. Now, what if I were to squeeze the ball, have a seat, and hold it, right? So not just going up and down in a squat, but actually holding that seated position as if I'm trying to push back into a chair. And then come up. Let's do that again. Press into the ball, have a seat, weight in your heels. Tighten your belly. Good. Let's do 2 more before we add on. Press into the ball. So we're pushing. Good. 1 more time. You ready? Push into the ball. Sit down. Now, what if I were to just lift my heels? Now I'm bringing back in balance, right? So I'm feeling the strength. I'm using those chest muscles. But I'm also stabilizing, right, through balance. And then release, shake that out. Good. All right. So now, keeping those feet to the outside of the hips, let's take a deep breath in. We're going to squeeze and press the ball. Now come up. Inhale. So now we start to move into more of an active squat. Coming in. So dynamic movement instead of static. So the last round it was holding, so that would be static. Now we're moving. So I'm squeezing the ball in and then taking it out. Now the key here is to keep those shoulders down and reach. Good. We're going to do 8 more. 8. Squeeze. 7. Squeeze. Good. Now tighten through the tush. Good. I don't know if you can see this now from the side. Let's push back. 4. Wiggle your toes, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Notice my shoulders stay down. Squeezing, good. 2 more. Good. Push into that ball. 1 more time. Push, hold, lift the heels. Now pulse the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Nice. So this ball is great for doing exercises like that. Now, I'm going to take my feet back out, reach the ball out. I'm going to do an active squat. So we're going to take the ball into our hands. We're going to pull back and sit up. Now, if you're not comfortable with these squats, just work on bringing the elbow back. Now, I want you to think about gripping the ball with your hand, pulling back, reaching forward. Good. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. Good. I love this because I'm rowing into my back muscles. So I'm strengthening those back muscles that can get weak. All right, let's pop this down. So just a few exercises. Let's take a quick stretch here. And then to the other side. All right, so now I'm going to have you pick up your band if you have one. Or again, remember we talked about grabbing a strap or a towel or something. So the band here has a couple little ears. I want you to take your hands, bring them about shoulder width. So we've been pushing in, right? We've been squeezing the ball. Now I want you to think about the action of pulling, right? And then bring it in. Shoulders are down. We're going to pull. Notice those back muscles. We want to squeeze those back muscles and then release. Drop the shoulders. Squeeze into your back muscles and release. So really important to think about that. Can you squeeze? Good. Now, if I wanted to incorporate a little bit of balance here, all I would need to do is shift to one side, lift the leg up, release, shift to the other side. Good. So I love these bands. You can really feel how you're connecting to the muscle and to the bone, right? So weights are great, right? We've got that action of moving the muscle through different ranges, but however, the band, you're able to just kind of slow it down, feel that muscle tension. So we feel that isometric holds. Good. Good. Let's do 4 more of these. Pulling 4, 3, 2. Good. And 1 more. Good. Now, same concept, but taking it behind the back. So your hands are just to the outside of your hips. Roll the shoulders. Good. Pull. And then release. Good. Let's pull the band apart and then release. Good. Notice my arms stay behind and how open. So here I am. I'm strengthening my back muscles. I'm stretching my chest, right? Because that's what's happening here. We've got 2 different things going on. Good. Now I can practice bringing my toe out, holding the leg up, and maybe I'll do 5 pulls with 1 leg up. Tummy's pulled in, incorporating my balance. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Good. Let's change sides. Step on. And then balance. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. All right. Let's shake that out. Now, I'm going to grab one of those sliders that I talked about. If you feel like you need a water break right now, you'll take it. I'm going to slide this slider underneath my foot. All right, so I'm going to turn to the side here. Now, roll the shoulders, take the arms out. Now I'm going to slide the leg back, dropping into a lunge, pulling myself up. You can do this with a paper plate. You could do this with a towel underneath your foot. Good. And chest up. So look at, I'm incorporating some leg movement here. Good. Let's do a couple more. And now let's hold and pulse out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come up. All right, let's change sides. So as you're learning these exercises, definitely feel free after we spend time together to repeat them and do more of these. All right, let's do that again. Out. Good. Good. Pulling out. Good. Now I want to make sure that when I'm sliding back, that front knee tracks between second and third toe. Now I'm going to take it out. Hold, pulse that band. 10, 9, shoulders up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Roll that out. So I'm going to show you one last exercise before we come down. You take the slider underneath one foot. Now I'm going to take the band out in front. I'm going to move the foot out to the side into a side lunge, but I'm going to rotate around and pull and then slide back in. So a little rotation to the spine. So notice as I'm doing this, I'm pushing the leg out, dropping the shoulder, rotating out and in. So I'm getting a little bit of a twisting action here. I love this for the waist. Let's just do 3 more. Pulling up, using the what we call adductor muscle. So you might have felt that when we use the ball. Pull out. Let's do 1 more. Pull and come in. Good. Roll it out. Let's get that other side. We ready? Slide it out. Pull. Come back up. Push out. So think about that. You're pushing your leg out. You're pulling on the band, right? You're pushing and pulling. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, watching the knee. 2 more. Try to bring it around to the front when you finish. 1 more. And come up. That was great. Good. All right. So I want to make sure we have plenty of time to come down. So let's just do another quick stretch. Open up. Good. All right. We're going to take it to all fours, but feel free for what we're about to do next to do this standing. So I'm going to bring you down onto the mat. You're going to be on your hands and your knees. Your belly is pulled in. Now I want you to start to alternate, extending out through your arm and through your leg. What I love about this exercise is you can do it anywhere, so you can pack it in your suitcase. It creates core stabilization because you need to find your center of gravity, your balance. It's strengthening your abdominal muscles, especially the lower abdominals. We call these the transverse abdominis. We're strengthening our back. So again, we're getting a compound movement. Now let's take one arm out, the opposite leg back. Pull your tummy in, make sure your shoulders and hips are level. And then release. Good. Let's take the other side. Now, if I wanted to incorporate a little bit of abdominal work here, I'll show you. And then again, you can take this, put it in your arsenal of exercises. Take one arm out. Now, we can bring the elbow and the knee together. We can reach. We can tap behind. I'm just going to do a few of these on each side because I want to grab the strap to just kind of give us a little bit of a stretch here. So notice the exercises we've been doing, let's switch sides, allow us to strengthen what is weak, stretch what is tight, and work on our balance. So we all don't have, most of us don't have a lot of time to just break every part down and just spend 30 minutes on this, 30 minutes on that. So what if we just had a few minutes and we had some exercises that work more than one muscle group? Good. All right, let's push back. Good. All right, now let's take the strap in the hands. You could use your stretchy band, but try not to pull on it. Let's hold that band out here. I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to take a deep breath. Now you're up on your knees. You're going to lean back a little bit. You can do this seated in a chair. So you would be in the middle of the chair with your seat. And then we're just going to lean back. We're going to pull on each end. And let's hold this. Tummy's in. I love this because I feel my back muscle is strengthening. My core is engaged. Chest is stretching. Good. And then come up. Now, take it behind you. Hold the strap. Stretch again, pulling on each end. We can take a deep breath. Now we can tip forward if we'd like, finding the spine and table. Arms are parallel to the floor. Come up. Take a deep breath. Let's do that again. Now, maybe We want to come down a little bit further. Stretch the arms up. Good. Good. One more time. Take a deep breath and bring it down. All right. Good. Now, let's just take one leg out. Can we take the strap, place it to the bottom of the foot? We got a little bit of balance here. Sit up nice and tall. We can stay here. We can start to wrap the strap around the hands and take it forward. And just that little bit of resistance kind of pulling back so your foot goes into what we call dorsiflexion. So that foot is flexed. And then we can come up. We can point that toe away. A little stretch to our shin bone. Another one we can do, loop the strap around the foot. Put your hand down. Here comes some balance. Straighten that leg or bend the knee and get a nice little quad stretch. You could hold these for about 3 to 5 breaths. All right, let's just finish up because we don't have much time. So I want to make sure that you can still see it on the other side. So we'll take that strap to the bottom of the foot, come up, stay either here or wrap around, create length, chin in. Come up, point. Remember, what feels good, hang out there a little bit longer. Take it down, stretch that leg out, bend the knee if that feels good. Just kind of open your chest. Good. All right, now you can have a seat. Take this strap, bring it around both feet. This helps us with posture. So we want to lengthen the legs. If there's a pull in the back, bend your knees. Spine is long. Shoulder blades are in, so we're strengthening back body. If we wanted to bring our elbows out a little bit, we could hinge, chin in. If we wanted to wrap the hands around and start to work our way down, shoulder blades again. Assist the shoulders down the back. And then we'll come up. Take the strap around one foot. Take it into the other hand. Stretch your IT band. So I hope this gave you a nice array of different exercises that you can do. So if you spend a couple times with me watching this a few times, there is muscle memory, or maybe you just want to jot down some of the things that we did. This feels good for the IT band. Good. All right. So let's just take some closing breaths. Have a nice seat. Cross your ankles. Roll your shoulders out. So I want to thank you for coming. Remember, we want to take care of ourselves from the inside out. So as we finish, grab some water. Get something healthy in your body in the next hour or two. Let's take a deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Let's take a little lateral flexion as we inhale. Exhale and take it again. Exhale, roll your shoulders out. So I want to thank you today for joining me for a journey into fitness, working on our strength, stretching, and our balance. I'm Susan Rubenstein. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to see you again. Have a wonderful day.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.